Was that a lawful request?
Yes.
What law am I breaking by being here?
You're filming car parks in cars in this car park.
And what law is that? What law is that breaking?
Trespassing. You need to leave.
And what is trespass a criminal matter? Is it? Is that
Here's what it really comes down to. What specific UK law is actually being broken in this situation? Police can't simply approach you, demand your details, or tell you to leave just because they feel uneasy. The law relies on clearly defined authority, not instincts or assumptions. Civil trespass on its own is not a criminal offense. It's a civil matter handled through legal processes, not with instant arrests. Police powers only come into play if the situation escalates into something like aggravated trespass. And this case isn't anywhere near that threshold. The officer in this scenario couldn't even cite any lawful power to justify her actions. Yet she continued pressing the issue. This is exactly where people get intimidated by confidence rather than correctness. Knowing your rights, standing your ground, and staying calm is essential so that no one can twist the law on the spot. My UK Rights Guide strips out all the legal jargon and makes it simple for anyone to navigate encounters like this with clarity and confidence.
Because when you think I'm doing something illegal, you come and accost me, but you were too busy to deal with these sorts of things 2 minutes ago when I reported an officer committing offences.
I can't deal. If an officer has committed an offence, I can't deal with that. It's not on my level. It needs to go to a sergeant or higher up or our PSD.
Well, so why don't you take the details, report it to a sergeant, but you're quite happy to come and accost me, but you can't deal with matters?
In the reception.
I don't want to go into the reception. I'm quite happy here.
If you want to discuss it, if you want someone to listen.
I don't want to discuss it. I've discussed it. I walked away after they left. Walked away. We've left it. That's it. She's followed me and accosted me after we've had that discussion in a public area.
This is a private car park.
Right. Yeah, for vehicles. I walked through a footpath that had no signage, nothing, saying no public access. It says no public right-of-way on the road sign for vehicles. A right-of-way applies to roads, not to pedestrian footpaths. There is a pedestrian footpath, no obstructions, no signage. This is a public area, whether it's private or public property, it's a public...
The auditor's observation here is completely accurate. There were no warning signs, no staff, only notices, no restricted area boards, and not even a painted line to mark boundaries. Under UK law, this kind of setup gives the public the impression that passing through is allowed. It's known as the implied right of access. At most, this could be considered civil trespass, which is a matter between the property owner and the individual, not a police concern. This distinction is important because the presence of police often makes people think a crime has occurred, even when, legally, nothing of that sort has taken place.
What do you want to do? What do you want to gain?
Be left alone.
Okay.
Who are you two? Sorry, you've come in and joined the conversation. Sorry?
No problem, police officers.
And what's your name and badge number?
89.
89?
Yep.
DC, PC, DS?
89.
PC, 89. And yourself?
I'm DC 424.
DC 424. And you're both based here? Yeah.
But we're just saying, if you want, we can go over there, but we're just saying this is private property. This is a police car park.
Okay.
It's private property. So if you want to come back over there, by all means, we can
Okay.
go and try and sort out whatever your complaint is, but it's having it in our private property.
Okay.
We're not going to have that. So if you want to come over to the foyer, no problems at all. We can go and have a chat over there.
But the foyer is private property as well.
Yeah, but you can gain access.
I can gain access to this. We've just been through that. We've just been through this. There's nothing for pedestrians. Why not?
Because it's a secure, and it could be, you could pose a security.
Well, it's not secure, is it? If I've just managed to walk in here, it's not secure, is it?
All right.
You say secure, but it's not.
What's your purpose for being on this car park? Because our concern is...
I'm making a video.
It's a security breach that we're concerned about. So we're happy to talk to you, but while you're here, we've got concerns about...
This is where the reasoning starts to fall apart. The claim that the auditor poses a potential security risk doesn't hold up under legal scrutiny. Security under the law isn't based on feelings or assumptions. It must be backed by clear, verifiable evidence. If the location were truly sensitive, there would be visible safeguards in place. such as locked gates, secure fencing, keycard access, or other physical barriers. Instead, the reality was an open pathway that anyone could walk through without challenge. This reflects a flaw in the planning and management of site security, not a justification to target a member of the public. The responsibility for securing the premises rests entirely with those in charge, not with civilians who are legally entering an accessible area.
A warrant card or an ID card or something. You've given a collar number.
I've told you my collar
Thank
number.
you. Yeah,
424.
yeah. But
Okay.
your plane's closed, so I just want to see your warrant card as well.
So I'm willing to listen to you. We're both willing to listen to you and hear what you have to say. But
No, because you're just going to fob me off with the same stuff that the two PCs have.
Private car
I don't know
park.
anything about what's going on.
Okay,
We're just-
so I'll give you a quick synopsis.
Get over here, please, because we're not.
If a police, so you're a DC, so you're a ranking
No,
officer.
we're all the same rank.
You just said DC.
Yeah.
we're all
This
the
is
same.
all
That's
constable.
detective constable.
Yeah.
Is that not a higher rank than a police
No, it's
constable?
not.
Is it not? Okay, it's just a different area. In that case, then I don't want to talk. Then don't worry. I'll talk to a sergeant if you get me a sergeant.
We've got a sign to say it's gated for a reason.
Okay. So you see the no entry signs and that one. Like I said, private property, no public right of way. As we discussed, what right of way is not public access. A right of way is relevant to roads. That's what a right of way is. Is a public right of way is a public road that people can access with a vehicle. As you can tell, I'm not in a vehicle. I'm not in a vehicle. If it's secure, right? So as you can see there.
I'm not going through it all with you.
Well-
'Cause you're going to try and do the whole. Oh, I know this legislation. I know that. I'm not really that fussed. I've just asked you to leave politely.
And I've declined. Yeah.
I just don't really see the point in you being here. Like I don't know.
Well, I don't see the point in you being here either. But there we go.
Right, this is my job.
It's my job. I'm at work.
It's my working place.
Yeah, it's my place. This is my place of work right now as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Thank you. See, sensible. The most sensible person so far. You a sergeant?
I am. For my
Thank you. Finally. Right. Okay. Well, we'll move away from the PCs because.
Are we already standing over there so the cars can move around?
Oh well, the cars can move around. I mean, where's the car going to move? Here. It's fine. We've got plenty of room.
Just asking if we can stand
We've got
over
plenty of room. I just want to move away from the PCs, to be honest. I want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to them. So if you can come with me and if you want to talk to me away from the others, that's fine.
What I'm saying, sir, is there's operational police vehicles just moving here.
That's fine. I'm quite conscious of the road. I've managed this
have a
many.
conversation with you, but can we just do it there?
I've managed this many
I'll
years.
tell you what, after
you know.
we finish talking, you want to stand back here for a second, we can. Can we just talk over there?
I'll tell you what.
I'm not trying to be difficult.
We can talk on the path here.
My name's Pete, what's your name?
Pete.
Yes.
And your collar number, Pete?
My name's DS1446, Pete McGill.
DS4.
Detective Sergeant Pete McKill. And the tone of the situation changes immediately. This is what measured professional policing looks like. McKill listens carefully, evaluates the facts, and acknowledges the unclear signage. He takes the time to explain where civil matters end and criminal authority begins, making the distinction perfectly clear. His respectful tone, precise language, and calm demeanor diffuse tension rather than escalate it. This approach isn't about giving up authority. It's about using it responsibly. McKill understands that unnecessary escalation often causes more problems than it solves. Demonstrating professionalism and restoring public confidence in just one interaction.
Literally arrived and witnessed a police constable
Yes.
straight away. First thing, as soon as I get here, parked on the roundabout,
Right.
on the double yellows,
Yeah.
engine on, idling, on his mobile phone.
Right.
So I go and approach.
Yeah.
He winds his window. So I ask him quite
Yeah.
bluntly. I say, "Afternoon. Is there a reason you parked on double yellows with your engine on your mobile phone?"
Yeah.
He says, "I'm doing work. I'm waiting for a prisoner to come out." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Are you on the phone to emergency services?
Yeah.
Are you paying at a drive-through?"
Okay.
No, he
Okay.
just rolls his window up.
Right, okay, so you're saying you've seen an officer there, they've been sat there,
Yep.
idling it, right? I understand.
Yeah. So idling's an offence.
Yeah.
Idling your vehicle. Being on your phone with the engine on, unless you're on the phone to 999,
Yeah.
or paying at a drive-through. Those are the exceptions to the new legislation.
Yeah.
Both offences.
Notice McKill's method. He doesn't interrupt or jump to conclusions. The auditor records events as they occur, capturing small but significant breaches of conduct vehicles idling where they shouldn't, or using phones while behind the wheel. These details are easy to overlook if no one is observing, which is exactly why audits matter. They aren't about creating drama. They're about maintaining visibility. Even seemingly minor mistakes carry importance when officers are expected to model the law they enforce. Observation is a key tool for accountability, because without it, important details can easily fade unnoticed.
I didn't know, and I'm not. No.
What name would you like me to refer to you as? You don't have to give your name at all,
You
but
can call me Sir or Power. You can call me Power. Yeah.
Power?
Yeah. Let's go with Power. Yeah.
I'll go with Sir, because Power just that's
I didn't think you'd like it. That's why I said it. That's why I gave it as an option. I didn't think you would.
Mr. Power, does that sound right to you?
Mr. Power, that'd
Go
be
with Mr.
Nah,
Power.
no, my ego's not that big. Don't worry.
Well, you could call yourself Power, you could have a little one. Right, okay. Basically, mate, you are absolutely entitled to film any vehicles you want around here.
Yep.
Not a problem. You have, if officers want to speak to officers, that's not an issue.
Yep.
The other thing I'd say is this area
Yep.
of the car is a private car park.
It is.
Work.
Yep.
So if you wanted to literally step on that pavement there and film my officers, film the cars,
Yeah.
there's not an issue whatsoever.
So,
completely
yeah, that's fine. I
respect your
appreciate
right
that.
to do
I appreciate
not a
that.
problem.
So, the discussion I was trying to have with them, or
Yes.
trying to tell them, right? So they're saying it's secure, it's restricted. You got the gates and all that. I said, and that sign up there says private property, no public right of way. A right of way is a public road,
Yes.
right? It's not a public pavement. A right of way is
This is a private.
yes, okay,
premises.
but I'm getting to that bit. Okay, bear with me. So yes, it's private, but in a private
Yeah.
premises, you can
Yep.
still have a public area. A public area does not define whether it's public property
This
or
isn't
not.
a public area.
Okay, so.
But you're
as
wanting to check.
no. So as I've walked up towards the reception area, and then I've literally walked through here.
Yeah.
No signage for pedestrians saying private property, no public access.
You know what?
That would be the
Completely
key.
agree with you. Yeah.
All right. So yes, it is private property. Until I was asked to leave,
Yeah.
it's publicly accessible. It's still public area. It's still a public area. It's still publicly accessible. The only thing is, you have the right to repeal that implied right of access.
Yes. And you know what? Don't disagree with anything you've just said there, Mr.
Yeah.
Powell. Not a problem.
There
I
we go.
agree the signage should be better here.
Yeah.
But equally, you're here to do an audit. I'm guessing that's your role.
Keel doesn't posture or argue. He acknowledges that the signage could be clearer and treats the auditor's presence as entirely legitimate. The way he assesses the situation, listening carefully, evaluating the facts, and responding without provocation, to spend stains the kind of discretion that prevents unnecessary conflicts. It's subtle but highly effective. A single professional interaction like this can undo hours of negative perception caused by earlier missteps. It's the kind of approach other officers could learn from and emulate.
Can and can't do.
Yep.
I've got not an absolute issue. Anything you've described so far,
Yep.
I don't have a problem with. In terms of the officer, and if you've had an issue, if you filmed something, if you do want to make a complaint about
I don't want to go through online. I was told a sergeant could deal with it. I've got his collar number, I've got his name. I want to report that to you now. If you want to take down his details, then you can deal with it.
Right, we can have a chat about whatever's happened there. But in terms of, you've raised a few things, haven't you? So right now, that implied consent of a sign is removed. So are we okay just standing over here now that that's been removed so we can talk?
No, I'm still going to stay here.
Okay, but I'm trying to be courteous to you.
I know, and I
wanna
appreciate
help-
that, and that's why
want
I'm
to
not
help
being
take-
as belligerent with you. But I am going to stand firm
and I guess
on where I stand, on where I am standing, literally.
But I don't understand why, if we've just covered that it's private premises and that implied right has been removed.
Yeah.
Because I agree, it isn't enough signage.
Yeah.
So
Because-
can you help
because-
me understand that rationale?
Because at the end of the day, they were. Not a gentleman, I've not met him yet,
Yeah.
but the ladies were so belligerent about it, and the fact that I absolutely couldn't be here and absolutely was doing something wrong, especially the blonde officer. So I tried to raise the incident with the guy parked in his marked vehicle and doing all of that. Tried to raise it with her, I was not interested, not her business, because she's a response officer.
Yeah.
But then as soon as I come on here, she's got time to deal with that, but she can't deal with that.
So
You see what I mean? That seems like favourability towards another police officer, the thick blue wall as we call it, standing behind the thin blue line,
Okay,
and not holding up her. No, I'm not saying you are, but
Yeah.
she's not holding up her oath. Neither was the other gentleman I spoke to.
Yeah.
But she's got plenty of time to come and deal with this apparently, but she doesn't have time to deal with
What I
that.
can say is, if anyone has in any way talked to you and you felt it wasn't being courteous, I can only apologise for that, because ideally we don't want to have that kind of discourse. But
It's
you
not
can-
even about the courtesy.
You're a switched on bloke.
Yeah.
You know exactly what you do with these audits. You understand that they're going to provoke a reaction in terms of a security response. That's going to happen, isn't it?
Not always. I've been to plenty of places, plenty of police stations, headquarters, where they just leave me to it.
Okay, but I'd imagine they would have spoke to you at some. They would have
No.
said hello. They didn't say anything to
No.
you. Okay, well that might be because they didn't notice. generally speaking.
No, they see me. They might give a wave, but
in a police station car park going around different cars, we'd usually stop to say, just as I've done with you,
Yeah.
I'm not demanding your details. You don't have to give me them, as you bloody well know. Not trying to make your life in any way difficult. And in fact, I want to help enable you to do your audit and what you want to do. But as you've just explained, once that right has been revoked for the private premises, it's been revoked.
Right.
So the fact that you have been treated poorly, or you feel like someone's been rude to you, that doesn't change the fact that it's been revoked, does it? And you appreciate that.
It doesn't. But once it's been revoked,
Yes.
it becomes an issue of civil trespass, doesn't it? And you knew I was coming with it. You knew I was coming with
You
it.
don't need to go down this. I'm trying to talk from a practical point of view.
I know you're
In terms
talking
of it's an
practically.
operational
I know
car park,
you're talking
And
practically.
we're stood in a disabled bay.
I like to talk lawfully.
Yes.
Okay, so lawfully, I'm not committing any offences. You know, I know you haven't. I have, and you've requested that I leave,
Yeah.
and I'm going to politely decline. I'm not going to be rude about it because you may see it as rude that I'm declining in the first place, but I'm not going to be overly belligerent about it.
Here's a rare but valuable moment. The auditor remains firmly within their legal rights, and the sergeant engages with equal respect. There are no power plays, no vague threats, and no inflated displays of authority, just clear, constructive dialogue. It's a masterclass in how accountability works best when both sides understand their boundaries and communicate within them. Without community audits, moments like this where the law, courtesy, and professionalism intersect would rarely be witnessed, let alone documented.
Matter.
And as long as you understand that if you are to stay here in this moment and you are to stand in front of a car that's trying to leave and conduct police work, that could obviously be obstructing the officers.
Oh, sure, I would never do that.
You
No.
fully understand
Yeah,
that.
I've made it this many years, being fully aware of roads and emergency
I do not
vehicles.
doubt it.
You know, I've never been hit by a car yet, so.
So how are we rating so far? How are we doing? We had a rough start by the sounds of it on your audit. Has it improved as we're going along?
I'd say sorry, 2 seconds. Yeah, you've been better. Yeah, I must admit. Yeah, so.
Well, it's a learning experience for me. We don't have this every day.
No, it's good to see a sergeant leading by example.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the PCs and DCs do pick up on your example.
I know you want a bit of reaction.
No, I'm not giving a reaction. I'm
Yeah.
genuinely stating that
Yeah.
I really hope that they pick up on how you've led by example here, and they take some lessons on how you've dealt with this and how you've been so professional, calm about it.
You're going to make me blush. You can compliment me like this.
No, because you have, and you asked my name, but you didn't push it, so that's fine. But other than that,
That's just for politeness. I'm not demanding
No,
details.
no,
I'm just,
exactly.
How would you like me to refer to
Yeah.
you?
Here's a rare but valuable moment. The auditor remains firmly within their legal rights, and the sergeant engages with equal respect. There are no power plays, no vague threats, and no inflated displays of authority, just clear, constructive dialogue. It's a masterclass in how accountability works best when both sides understand their boundaries and communicate within them. Without community audits, moments like this, where the law, courtesy, and professionalism intersect would rarely be witnessed, let alone documented.